So last week, as you know, I talked about an real estate agent's job description. There's a couple pages worth of tasks. There's a lot of things you should be doing if you're not doing them. And if you have all these tasks you're doing, you need to create systems in order to get these tasks done. Right? Because, quite frankly, I think it's near impossible for anybody to do all those tasks in a week without having creative systems. So, what happens when you have things you have to do and you get overwhelmed? You get stressed out. Stress is not good for your health, and it's not good for your business. It's not good for your relationships. More importantly, it's not good for your health. So, if you don't have systems in place, you're basically creating more work for yourself and putting your health at risk. There's an article by Jared James that I'm basing this off of and reading from that's quite helpful. Now, you've heard from more than one person that you need to have systems in place. You need to know exactly what you're doing or you're leaving money on the table. There's various activities. So these activities that you're doing maybe 3 times a week, 3 times a day, repetitive tasks, you got to develop a system for it. Let's take a simple thing like paying bills. Some people, they get bills, and a bill comes in, they go online, or no, they write a check. They have to go to the post office, mail it, get a stamp, all that, right?
Right.
Some people get it, go online, pay it online. Some people wait till the 20th of the month because they've created a system where all their bills are due on the 1st, because you can call people and adjust the due date. And they take one day and go online and pay all their bills. Right? Instead of 15 different times in the month paying a bill. Right? Other people set automatic bill pay up on their credit card so that their credit card is automatically billed from the merchant. They don't have to do anything except review it and make sure they're not getting overcharged. And that's something you can sit down one day a month, go through your bills, and make sure everything's right. So, from taking a piecemeal, writing a check, going to the post office, mailing once a day, you've created a system where that whole thing almost takes care of itself. Right? So, think about the tasks. What are some of the repetitive tasks you do every day as a real estate agent? That's why you guys aren't making enough money, because you don't have these. You don't even know. Are you searching for properties every morning? Are you cold calling clients? Are you putting flyers around town? What you should be doing is focusing on setting listing appointments, generating leads, negotiating contracts, right? Not the little, working on your website, getting your blog up, posting on your Facebook. You know what? Posting on Facebook's a lot of time. So we have a company, there's several companies out there that automatically post on your Facebook. So you spend 50, 100, 150, depending on what you're doing a month, so that all that necessary marketing can be done. I think the reason why people don't create systems, says Jared, is because they don't really have the desire to have the success that they claim they want. If you really desired the success that you said you wanted, you would be doing it. You would create systems. You would do things to make yourself more successful. By nature, as humans, we just want to get by, right? How's it going, Big Les?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, my friend. We just want to get by, right? You close a deal, you get enough money to pay your bills for 2 months, and you're happy and you're content with that. Our greatest human instinct is survival, right? So we have this need and this desire to survive. However, we don't have this need and desire to necessarily thrive. And you got to take a look at it. If you're saying you want to be successful and you want to have all these things in your life, but you're not doing the work necessary to get there, or putting the systems in place to create that, then I beg to differ. And it'd be a good time for you to take a little gut check, a little personality check, a little index on what you're doing. It's a neat thing you can do every day. It's a time management exercise where you take 2 weeks. If you're really ambitious, a month. And you write down everything you do. You can do it in 15-minute blocks. You can get a calendar that's, like an appointment book. And you write down and you see what you've done all day. And then you can start seeing what systems you need to put into place to be more effective. Look, I know there's certain things I like to do that I know I'm just wasting my time. But I like to do them, they're comforting, and whatever that may be. So I don't want to kid myself and think that, I'm striving for this amazing success when I'm really not putting in place what I need to put in place. And if you really, really want that success, you're going to take a really good hard look at what you're doing every day with your time. Right? Ephraim's the hardest working one here. I'm kidding. Everybody's a hard worker, but one of the hardest I see. Let me just say, but you got to have the desire to succeed, not the desire to get by. Yeah. Most of you have the desire to just get by and survive. If you really want to thrive, you can set up so many systems that your business, the ultimate idea is to set up your for me, if I were you, the ultimate idea for us setting up this business is for it to run itself, right? The ultimate idea for you setting up your real estate business is ultimately for it to run itself, right? I've gone through the 6 levels of mastery over you guys about the stages it takes to get to be completely independent. We'll start focusing your business that way. They say, what do they say? Poor people work for people. Middle class people start their own business to run their own business. Wealthy people start a business to sell it. Where are you in that? Chronic the stress of, look, I have one little thing for me. I fire the gardener. I put in all rocks and drought tolerant plants. And then put in the sprinkler system that somehow has some big problem in it, and I can't use it, a drip system. It uses more water than the sprinklers did. And the idea in Santa Monica is cut the water. I've told you guys that story. So for me now, it's fun. One day a week, I got power tools and stuff, and I clean stuff up, and it takes me an hour to go through and clean up the leaves and little debris and trim things and make it nice. And it takes another hour once a week to water everything. Well, it was fun for the first 6 months. Now I'm starting to realize for the $100 a month it would cost me to have somebody come and do it, it's probably worth it. Yesterday, because I know I'm going tomorrow I'm working for Habitat for Humanity, and then I go to Seattle on Thursday and Friday, and I'm stressing. I'm working till 9 o'clock last night. Started at 8 in the morning, worked right through till 9, just getting stuff done, and I'm out there watering. So I'm realizing I need to get a system in place. So take an index on your life, because that chronic stress leads to anxiety, insomnia, headaches, over or under eating, alcohol, drug abuse, even social withdrawal. I'm too busy working, I can't be social. And that's like a harpoon in the business for a real estate agent. You need to be social, you need to be out meeting people, you need to be mixing it up. This is all about relationships. There's a computer, and over 93% of people search for homes online. Right? Prospective buyers. Well, where's the human quality? I had an agent, actually a very heavy producing agent I was talking with yesterday, and they put a logo in instead of their picture on their Zillow and Trulia ads, like the Tammy Pardee does. To me, it takes away the humanness of it. Yeah. You got to have that human touch. So be social, make relationships. It doesn't take a doctor to tell you that chronic stress is bad in your life, or it doesn't take me to tell you that chronic stress is bad for your business. So again, take a look at the systems. Here's the basic rules. Anything you do over and over is a waste of your time. And it's a good rule of thumb, if you perform an action 3 times a week, you need a system for it. I'd say 3 times a day. Just like to take a DVR to record your shows, right? Have the right tools. All right, you'll most likely need to spend money to have this happen. Right? Like I might need to spend money to get a gardener back. It might be something I need to do. And if I want to go putts, then I can do it at my own time. A CRM. All right? How many of you are working with a CRM? This is scaring me.
What's a CRM? I don't know.
Client Relationship Management System. Like Realty Juggler, MoreSolds.com, allclients.com, Google Insightly, Contractually, Agent Office, Top Reducer. As you know, with the websites that we give you, you have MailChimp included in that. And that can work as your CRM to put people on drip campaigns. Are you sitting down and taking the time to email different clients once a week or once every couple months? You should just have them on a drip campaign. Have it automatically go out. With More Solds, as you guys know, I have a newsletter on More Solds that they put together, the whole thing, little fun facts, a little recipe, health and safety tips, things like that, that goes out that just touches people once a month. It's a beautiful newsletter called Realty Rave. It costs me $14 a month. And I get a lot of response from it. Granted, it goes out to about 1,600 people, so I'm going to get some response, I hope, but $14. Newsletter, done. Probably a lot of you aren't even emailing your clients the way it seems like here, or sending out some sort of blog or newsletter or videos. Videos are really hot right now. People love to watch video. So chances are, and put a system in place before you get stressed out. All right? Chances are you've already passed the point. So for the rest of you, it's also time. Time is to set up your system before you're being driven crazy with your work. Because by then you won't have time to set up the system. Right? Just as you should hear Jared directly, just as you should hire an assistant before you feel you need one, you should get your systems in place before you think you need them. All these tasks, 2 pages of tasks that a real estate assistant should be doing that we went over last week. I bet you the majority of you in the room aren't even doing half of those tasks. And you got to be successful. I want you to succeed more than anybody. And sometimes I wonder whether it's more than you do. You got to have the desire. You're your own boss. There's nobody dragging you by the collar saying, hey, be more productive, do this. No one's standing over your chair saying, hey, keep hammering the phones. What are you taking a break for? Why are you having a donut? Hammer the phones. That's that great line from, what was that movie? Wolf of Wall Street. The phone's your money line, right? And you got to commit. Commit to yourself. Do yourself a favor to do a little index this week and next week of what you're doing with your time. And then see how you can function it more wisely by having a good system in place. All right? It'll help you a lot. It'll make you happier. It seems like there's a bit of a sad little feeling in the room here. It's right in your hands. You can do it. You can change it. You can fix it. You can grow your business by simply using your time more effectively.